Short Sale Genius. My name is Ryan Chapman and this is Trent Chapman. What we want to give you is the truth behind the top 10 myths and misconceptions that stop real estate agents from reaching their full potential in this down market. Trent, what are the biggest obstacles that agents face?
Well, when I started doing short sales, my biggest obstacles were, one, I didn't have very much information on how to do short sales, just that lack of information. And two was I got discouraged when I was talking to the paper pushers at the bank. They make it a frustrating process.
Absolutely.
And finally, the third thing was just a simple misunderstanding of how the bank works. You know, how do they work internally, and how do short sales even work within the bank?
So let's talk about the first myth that most agents have a problem with, and that is that lenders won't do a short sale unless the homeowner is behind on their payments.
Yeah, that's interesting to me, because it's either forcing the agent or the bank to tell the homeowner to stop making your payments. Well,
that's not a pretty picture for
No,
either.
it's not. I mean, agents, who wants that liability of saying, yeah, go ahead and stop paying your payments to the bank? Well, you can't tell your client that.
Well, especially if you live in a litigious society like ours, people are going to want to come back and say, well, you told me not to make my payments, now my credit's ruined. And I just found out I could have done a short sale without stopping my payments. You could have done without. So now you've ruined my credit, you're going to pay.
And that's the really frustrating part about the banks. They don't tell you that they will do a short sale regardless if you're delinquent or non-delinquent, if you're current on the payments or they're not current on the payments. The key is knowing how to deal with the bank. And we've done short sales without a client ever missing a payment on that mortgage.
So what is the determining factor if a bank will accept a short sale or not?
Basically, do they have a valid hardship? Now, being behind on your mortgage payments is one way to indicate that yes, you have a valid hardship. It is the most obvious way, and that's why it's easier to do a short sale if they are delinquent. Is it necessary? No. But we do have to prove a valid hardship. You can show that by loss of job, hardship because of medical issues. There's many different reasons for a hardship. It doesn't just have to be...
What about divorce?
Divorce is another one.
What about if you had to move because of your job?
If you had to move for your job, if you're in the Navy, Army, Marines, Air Force, whatever you may be, you get transferred because of military service. That's another great hardship, that your house is worth less than it was before. You don't have the extra money to pay off the balance that's negative in equity. You can do a short sale without missing any payments.
So that's part of why the process gets so long for many agents, is they think that the client has to become sufficiently delinquent for the bank to actually pay attention. But in reality, banks will accept a short sale whether you're delinquent or not if you have a valid hardship. And it can be even your rate is adjusting in the near future, and in order to avoid becoming a foreclosure, you need to sell your house, and you're short on equity because you don't have any, so as a result you're going to be a short sale. So that's the #1 myth that most agents have about short sales, and it's been answered.